Hello there, everybody. All right, now, so I'm going to start the session, but we're going to wait for more people to fall in over here. And welcome to Portfolio Cash on Fridays with TT Terence over here. All right, now, so if all of you are going to pay attention to my Facebook feed and Facebook update, all right, now we're going to kind of call ourselves over here, I'm Possible Investor Terence or I'm Possible Terence, all right, to try to differentiate all the different trainers that are available in the markets. All right, so we are hoping to lead to lesser confusion, right, between myself, all right, and other mentors who specializes in other products with the marketplace. All right, so this is going to be I'm Possible Terence. All right, moving forward. So hopefully, all right, that will distinguish a little, all right, in terms for all of you, all right, to minimize the confusion. All right, now, so if you're already joining us and you're with us, all right, do drop a comment, say hello, say hi. All right, so I know you're with us over here in this session together. All right, now, so if you're joining us for the first time again today, all right, please go over to the link that you see on the banner right now, right, streamyard.com, right, slash Facebook. Okay, and that will bring you to a pop-up page. All right, you should see a Facebook blue color button, right? Hit on the button over there, and we will be able to see your profile, right? When you start to leave comments, right, during our session, right? Just like Nelson, all right, that you're seeing on the screen right now. Hi, Nelson. All right. So thank you for joining me and leaving your first comment, all right, in the live session. All right, now, so for the rest of you, all right, if you're already with us and you're joining us live as well, all right, do drop a note, say hello, all right, so I'll be able to tell you drop a note and all right, respond in full as well. Right now, so this is why I'm saying over here, Facebook user. All right, now, unfortunately, I'm unable to tell who that is. Right, but you would need to go to the banner, right, the website that you see, streamyard.com, right, slash Facebook. Right, you'll be brought to a separate page. Just hit the blue button, right, and then come back after that. All right, so hi, Delphine, Delphine. All right, I hope I pronounced your name right. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Stanley. All right, welcome back. Hi, CT. Hi, Irene. All right, now, so everyone is dropping in. Everyone's dropping a note. Hi, Florence. Great to see you here. So, right, without further ado, do let me get my session moving forward as well. All right, now, so I did mention a little bit about the post, all right, going out that we are trying to head a new direction. All right, now, so I'm actually gonna kind of share a little bit of what this new direction is, and also gather a little bit of feedback, all right, from those of you who are already together with me now. Okay, so when I ask you for your opinions, all right, do feel free, right, to leave a comment to kind of let me know, right, if you're agreeable with the new direction or you're not really. Okay. Now, so without further ado, let me also start by saying now, all right, what is our objectives of running this Facebook live session? All right, I think I've been doing this for almost close to 9 months or more now, right, and it is really to justify to common investors, right, just like yourself, and of course, many of you are already part of my graduates, right. So whether graduates or not, right, it doesn't differentiate, right? Which means I just want to show you that there are simple, right, investment strategies. There are simple strategies that you can adopt as an option seller, right, which is our choice of how we build an investment portfolio, right? And with these simple strategies and approach as well, right, towards stock picking, right, you can actually create a double-digit return on your portfolio as well. All right. Okay. So we did that in the first year over here, right? Despite all the market swings and all the market difficulties, all right, and we're looking to do this, all right, for a second consecutive year. Right now, so I know, of course, right, that the choice that you're seeing on the screen over here, right, is to put down all our records via an Excel sheet. Right now, that will lead to many of you actually thinking, right, if any of these track records or what trades we're showing you are actually done live or not. Right, but if you backtrack to all the recordings of our Facebook live session, right, you would see that we actually put out, right, the verifications of the trades whenever they're taken, right, during the session live itself, right, before we actually record them down, right. So these are all live trade taken, all right, okay, during the session itself and how we build the portfolio. Right now, so what's the new direction then? Right now, the new direction is going to stick to the same portfolio approach, which means, all right, our strategies will not change. Right, we're still sticking to the portfolio puts, right? Or in a separate manner, it can also be labeled as a cash secure put, right? But we're going to tweak the approach a little bit over here, right? Why? right? Because we have been very much focused on double-digit returns, right? But this year moving forward, all right, okay, call it after the tax season or whatever it is, okay, all right now. But from April 14 onwards, right, which means after the upcoming option expiry, all right, okay, so on the latest upcoming monthly option expiry, right now, I'm going to add on a second direction on top of the original one, right? So on top of trying to set a double-digit return, right, on our portfolio, right, from an ROI perspective, right, I'm also going to set an objective, all right, of trying to hit a certain dollar amount of income, right, on a month-to-month basis. Right? Why? Right? Because we have gathered from many feedbacks, right, during the session and also via emails, right, that many of you are actually looking, right, towards learning how you can build a passive income portfolio, right? And so many of you have a target, right, but you don't really know what kind of capital you need, right? Okay, and to be able to achieve these kind of goals. Now, so we have a model $100,000 portfolio that you're seeing right now. Okay, now, so the objective is, right, that I'm actually going to start, right, from April 14 onwards. That means the session after that, right, we're going to start building, right, what we call a $2,000 a month, right, portfolio cash flow. Yeah, right. So on top of double digits, right, I'm going to take on trades, right, from a month-to-month basis, right, with the target, right, of achieving an income or cash flow on the portfolio, right, of about 2,000 US dollars and higher. Right now, I don't know if it's going to be done or not because markets can only present that many good opportunities, right? But right, that is the aim, right, that we're gunning for. Right. So hopefully we'll be able to do this together because it's going to be live, right? Which means I will have to find the trades, right? Be it there or not, right? I will try to seek out, right, the safest trade possible on the best stocks available in the market with the best valuation, right, to achieve that $2,000 goal. Right now, so what do you all think of this? Right? Do you think you like it? Right? Okay. Or right, you prefer the double-digit ROI return basis? Right? Let me know which one you prefer better, the dollar target, right, or the ROI target over here. All right? Leave a comment over here in the comment box, right, to let me know which one, which direction actually you prefer a little bit better. All right? While we wait for the rest to join us in as well. Both. All right. So Anthony says both over here. So Anthony, will you agree that trying to build this portfolio from a both target basis, which is what we're going forward with, right, is actually an improvement, right, to the session. Yeah. All right. Now, so if you like the approach over here, all right, now I'm going to seek your help as well, right? Because of the new direction, all right, we're actually hoping, right, that we'll be able to bring more people, right, to come to the session and join us as well, right, to share their thoughts, share their stock ideas, right, see what we can build over here, right, but ultimately, right, do this in a very safe manner, right? Why? Because I've seen these kind of portfolios being built, right? Okay, but my slight concern with the portfolios that are being built, right, where you have people trying to generate an income on a month-to-month basis of about a few $1,000s, right? The problem is not with their approach, but the problem is with the companies they're actually investing in, right? Now, so I said this before. Many people have asked me, right? Now, I love to do this only on what we call the right companies, right? Now, and that doesn't include companies like okay, Facebook. I've done something, but it's a very small position, right? But that doesn't include companies like Amazon. That doesn't include companies like Tesla, right? That doesn't include companies like Alibaba, right? Now, it's not because these are not great companies. You must understand that I have a difference when it comes to fundamental objectives, right? I want stability in my portfolio, right? I don't gun for income just for the purpose of income's sake, right? Because if you do that, right, very soon enough, the stock market is going to kill you, right? Now, why do I say that? Right now, because, right, if we look at what's happening, right, just like about 1 year ago, right now, because we have companies like just a year ago, right, where they were the market darlings, right? Like now, you have like companies like CrowdStrike, right? Aren't they potential enough, right? But then yet, right, you have CrowdStrike going from $300 a share, right, all the way down to $150 a share. Now that's 50% dip, right? And not just that, right? The problem with these kind of companies, they are great, they're disruptors, right? But the ability to continue to generate profits or even make more and more, right, is uncertain. All right, now, which means one, right, you have constantly got to do, right, your background analysis. Number two, right, if it deteriorates, that means that the chance of the stock continuously declining, right, is actually very highly likely, right? So there's no point trying to build a portfolio, right, on a stock where if it declines, right, it's never going to come back up. Yeah, right now. So of course, I'm not saying that Tesla, right, is going to decline and never come back up, right? But right, as a company goes from what we call the growth phase, right, into the mature phase, right, there's always a chance of the stock price plateauing, right? And if it does happen to do that, right, you won't have these stock prices continuously rising anymore, which means, right, you will have companies where it dips, right, but after the dip, it may not actually rebound, right? So that may be the concern that you will have over here, right now. And that's likely what I see, right, when it comes to the potential of Tesla again. Right now, Tesla did an amazing what we call financial engineering feat. What is it? Right? They split their company stocks 1 for 10, which means, right, what was $1,000 stock, right, is now worth $100 after the split, right? But understand this: it doesn't change anything when it comes to the valuation of the company. There are just more shares available in the market that comes at a cheaper price. Now, so in order for the value of the stock to continue going higher, right, just like what you may have read, many split stocks, right, actually double or go back to their original price. But there's a caveat to that, right? That means that in order to achieve that, the earnings per share actually has to grow, right now. So the first question you need to ask is Tesla, right, with its ability right now, right, will it have the ability to actually double, right, the earnings per share that is actually generating, double the earnings per share that is actually making right now, right? And in fact, it doesn't need only to just double it because it split its shares 10 times, not 2 times. Now, which means it needs to be able to increase the earnings per share that it's making right now by 10 times, right, for the stock to go from 100 back to $1,000. Right now, so do you think that's actually possible? Right, because when you talk about Tesla as a growth, right now, EV as an entire industry as a growth, right now, what kind of a phase is it? Yeah, right. Hasn't Tesla already gotten all the share that it needs? Hasn't it dominated the majority of the market share? Right. And that's why I said the initial growth phase isn't as strong as where it's positioned right now. So if it goes into a transition, right, from a growth company into a slightly mature company, right, then it needs to do more, right? It needs to generate more revenue sources, more things it needs to do over here, right? And you need to start thinking about that. Yeah, right. Okay, now, so these are just a little concerns that you have over here, right? Why? Because you also have companies that are darlings like DocuSign, right? DocuSign was pretty much the pandemic beneficiary, right? It went from $280 a share to where it is right now, which is 100, right? And you can see that it's very clearly struggling to recover right now, right? And not just this as well, right? We have another one, right, which is also very popular, right? Teledoc, right? Okay, people can't get out of their house. People are using telemedicine, right? Just like in Singapore as well. More people are using it, right? But then look at the stock price, 150 to where it is now, $80, right? So that's the problem that I have over here, right? So I don't do this portfolio building on good companies alone. No, that's not good enough, right? And if I do that, they're usually very, very small percentage of my entire portfolio. Yeah, right. Okay. Majority of them stick to what we call the established companies. Not only established companies, but in the current market sentiments, right? They must be severely undervalued as well, right? Cheap, hated, but profitable, right? Those are the ones we're seeking out, right? Now, so I'm going to come in over here, right, with a brand new set of stocks, right, to look at to generate that $2,000 income, right, come April 14th, right? Now, which also means whatever positions that I have right now, right, come April 14th, I'm actually going to clean it out an entire slate. That means by April 14th, I'm going to close all the positions that I have right now, be it in profits or be it in loss, right, and then restart everything again. Right now, it means I may actually end up selling, right, on the same company, right, but it may be a different position. Yeah, okay, right now, which means, all right, we may have certain stocks where we are under the water, right? If I take a loss on it, that's okay, right? I may actually sell a put option on the same stock again, Yeah, all right. Okay, so do not worry about that. We're just cleaning a clean slate over here. All right. Okay, now, so that's what we're going over here. All right, and we don't have a lot of worries with that. Andy, all right, now whatever the market does, all right, whatever the analyst downgrades and everything, it doesn't matter to me. All right, okay, I know, basically before I invest in a company, I know what I'm looking for. All right, okay, I make sure that I'm comfortable, right, before I actually initiate a position. All right, and this is not new as well, Andy. All right, what's happening in WBA now, all right, has happened to Rio Tinto as well. Right, has happened to many stocks where we have to actually end up taking the stock. Right, and there's a reason why they're cheap, because they're not liked. Right, if they're not liked, the analysts cannot start liking it, right? Because the first one to like it, right, actually takes a very high risk, right, with their job, of course, right? So they'll rather be late, right, than early when it comes to this, right? So that's the way I take it over here. Yeah, all right, okay. Now, so Andy, like I said, anytime you're uncomfortable, all right, you can decide to take your own actions, right? But when I take mine, all right, all of you will be able to tell it in a Friday session like that. Okay, now, so with that out of the way, let's get back to our normal session. Okay, now, so first up, a disclaimer. All right, I will be talking about live trades, about live discussions, right, that I will be placing on my own accounts over here. And this account is definitely live and funded, right? And as of right now, right, the accounts, right, let's take a look. Right, the account right now, right, has about P&L of about 22,000 officially. So it's grown from $100,000 to about $122,000 right now. Yeah, okay, so that's where the cash flow stands. Okay, now, so I will be taking trades based on this maximum size over here. All right, now, do I tweak this approach? I will, all right, because there's a new target of not just double-digit returns, right, but also the cash flow income target of $2,000 a month on a $100,000 portfolio. So if you realize, right, we are aiming to hit about 2% return every single month, right? So now, not only are we trying to get double digit, right, but we're actually trying to hit 24% per annum and actually more, right? So let's see if we can do that in the next upcoming year, okay? All right, now, so please make sure you're aware of your own risk and make sure you're comfortable with all the risk involved, right, before placing any of these live trades that you see during the session in your own personal accounts. All right, now, so just like how I'll do any session over here, we'll look through all the current position and decide if we'll take any actions on them. But before we go there, all right, let's look at what the market is telling us. All right, now, so let's go to the markets right now, SPX. Right now, so what is the market telling us over here? Right, obviously we have a very strong breakout, right, from the downward channel trend, right, and after that breakout, right, it has been on a relentless, right, buying spree. Right now, anybody have a slightest idea of why, right, this market just refused to come back down? Anybody has an idea? I do, right, but I just want to ask you, right, before what you think about it. All right, give me a minute. I'll just get some water. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. No one? Now, if you heard me talk about it during the previous sessions, right now, you would have heard me say that all this was due to algorithm buying. All right, but all this algorithm buying, all right, over the last 1 week, all right, has drove in actually more volume to come in. All right, now Jasmine says earnings is coming soon. All right, now, so Andy says war will not be long. You're wrong. All right, you're wrong. All right, it is actually the portfolio managers performing their portfolio dressing. Why? Right now, look at what's happened this year. Right, since the start of this year, right, the index fell from 4,800 all the way down to 4,100. Now that means, all right, the market fell by what? 400, 800, about close to 800 points. Right now, so that's about close to a 20% drop. All right, if my calculations are right. Now, can you imagine what the portfolio managers have to report to all their clients at the end of this quarter? Because it just ended, right? Today is the 1st of April. I got my date right. Yeah, all right. Now, today is the 1st of April, right? So their books were officially closed yesterday, right? Now, and before, right, before we had this up bounce over here, right, on the middle of March, right, before this bounce came, right, what do you think they were looking at? They were having a massive headache. Why? because they were hanging on to stocks, right, they cannot sell, right? They were hanging on to stocks that they were not performing as well. They were hanging on to stocks where they were losing money, right? But the market gave them a lifeline when it broke out, and the algorithms, right, gave them a reason to cheer, right, as it drove it higher. Now, so what do you think they're gonna do, right, over here now, right? That is so close to the end of March, right? Because the market rebounded to about 4,400 right now. So they can now tell their client, hey, look, the market went down as much as 20% right now, right? But we're only down by about 10%. Right now, it's not so bad. It sounds better, right? It might make the people panic less, right? Okay, and not withdraw their money. Can you see now the game? Right now. So what they did after that was they suddenly decided, hey, if we all collectively buy some more, right, maybe we can show a smaller loss. Can you see now, right? This very, very difficult game that's being played right now, right? Because it's coming close to the end of the quarter, right? They're trying to stop their clients from going into a panic mode, all right, and worry. Why? Because if the clients see that their portfolio is down 20%, all right, what do you think they're thinking about? Oh my God, after making money for this long, now I'm down by 20%. What if it goes down another 20% in the next quarter? That's their concern. And what will they do when they worry like that? They're going to pull their funds out. Right? If they pull their funds out, the fund managers will have to sell their positions. And that's going to lead it to go down even further. Right? So that's why I said when the market threw them a lifeline, right, they're going to join in the buying. Right? They're going to do as much as they can to prop this market higher. Right? And now, right now, based on where it is, 4,500, they can tell their clients, hey, look, right, we fell by less than 10%. Right, and we believe that if you stay on, right, very quickly, this market and all these stocks can rebound, right, and we'll be back in the positive. All right, now, so it's not gonna fall right now. Okay, I know many of you are saying, but Terence, is over, right? Okay, now it's the 1st of April. Are all of them gonna sell? No, it's not, because they have loaded up so much. It's gonna take some time for all these positions to unwind. All right, so it's not like it's gonna start crashing today. Right, okay, but I do see, right, that the next upcoming earnings, right, is going to be very, very, very critical. Right now, can anybody give a headwind to why I say the upcoming earnings is actually very critical to this market? Right, because over the last week, right, there are some big companies that have reported, right, and based on what they've reported, right, I can see, right, a potential trend that's going to happen in the upcoming earnings season. Right, anybody notice that already? Right, if you did, all right, drop a comment, okay? All right, I want to know, right, that all of you are actually learning something, all right, during the sessions with me as well. No, Jasmine, definitely not. So Jasmine is saying, hey, Terence, if the earnings is bad, all right, they're gonna dump it. No, that's not what we're seeing right now. All right, anyone else want to give this an attempt? All right, go take in and saying, all right, Terence, they're good earnings, but conservative forecasts, so stocks are being sold down. That's partially right as well, right? But if you look at this, right, okay, we had WBA, which is a position that we have, right, recently reported, like just a few days ago, right? Now, if you look at the earnings, the estimate was about 140, and the company reported 159. Right now, that's a beat. 140, the company reported 159. So the company beat the estimate by about 20 cents per share, right? 20 cents per share. And then look what the stock did. Right now, that's not just the only one. Right now, if you look at another one, right, Micron, right, Micron also reported recently. Right now, the estimate was 185. Right, the company reported 214. Right, that's again a beat of 30 cents. Right, and then what happened to the stock? Right, okay, it rose and then it was sold down. Yeah, right now. So can you see the concern that's going on now? Right, despite earnings beats, right? That means despite, right, stocks where the stocks where the earnings, right, actually reported better than expected earnings. Yeah, okay, all right now. So, the stocks are still being sold down, right? So that's the concern, right, that I have that's going on over here, right now. So if that keeps happening throughout the upcoming earnings season, right, then we really have something to be worried about. Yeah. Okay. Now, so I hope all of you can, gather what I'm trying to say to you, right, and really understand, right, what I'm trying to say over here. Right. Give me a minute, everybody. Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Right now. So, right now. So now there is out of the way over here. Right. So, going into the heading market. Right. That's a concern that I have. Right. So we have to be very, very wary about where this market is going. Yeah. Okay. Now, so let's go back over here. All right. So if we have a dip over here, as you see right now, we are back below, right, this resistance break. So if this happens to be a false breakout, right, we can actually see this down move, right, go all the way back, right, to this support level, which is 4,150. All right, now I don't know if it's going to happen. All right, we've got to observe a little bit more. All right, okay, to check if it's really going to happen this way. Right, but as of right now, right, over the next few days, if it doesn't collect back above, right, this resistance level, right, okay, we may actually see more downside in this market. Okay. All right. Now, so that's my take on the markets over here. Now, let's go to our portfolio, all right, and see what's in store. Okay. Right now, so our first position over here is on Verizon. Right now, we're still holding on to the stock. Right. Okay. We have a Verizon stock position that doesn't have any options attached to it. Right now, and because I'm actually going to reset this portfolio, right, to hang on. Okay, I'm actually going to reset this portfolio on April 14th, right? So let's see if we can sell some April 14th call options and collect some premiums, okay? All right, hang on for a minute. We're waiting for the options data. Ah, man. Give me a minute, everybody. My pod. All right, I'm just gonna shut this down and then relaunch it. Okay. All right. I think there was an error showing out on my screen just now. Right, it's causing this problem right now. All right, let me just restart the platform. Right, give me a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, over here, if any of you do have questions, right, do feel free, right, to leave them inside the comment box. Okay. Right, and I'll do my best to address those questions and concerns you have. Right, and it's also very clear whoever's leaving the spam, all right, it's equally relentless, right, like what the market is doing right now. Okay, all right now. So I'm in session over here, so it's really, really difficult to. All right. Okay, we're back. All right, so Verizon. All right, there we go. Much faster now. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's target a 52 call option and let's collect 16 cents, right, on what we have. All right, so I'm going to do that over here. All right, so I'm going to collect 16 cents for the position that I have right now. All right, so again, I'm only doing this trade, right, because I own the stock currently. I own 300 shares of Verizon, right, with a break-even price of close to about $53. 16 cents. Right, there we go. We're done. Right now, so I just sold Verizon April 14, $52 call option. I sold 3 of them, right, for 16 cents. Right, so this order is filled over here. It's a trade locked down at 2201. Right, with the platform time right now at 2201 as well. Right now, so that's done. Right, and let's go record it down on our Excel sheet. Oops. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we added another call option. All right. So this is going to be for 14th of April, right? $52 call. We did this today on the 1st of April, collected 16 cents. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. We're back. So this is going to pay me about $48 in cash flow, right, when this expires on April 14th. Yeah, all right. Now, so we'll see where that goes for us. Now, but for right now, okay, I've just added a call option, right, on a stock that I currently own. Right now, so if you don't have the stock, please do not do this at all. Okay, all right, please do not do this at all. All right, now next up, right, we do have an eBay position, right, where we have the stock on a cost price of about $57, right, and we sold a $60 call option, which expires on 14th of April. All right, now, so let's go. There we are. Right now, so eBay, right, is right now at about 57. Right, our $60 call option, right, is worth about 52 cents right now. Right, so we are on a profit, okay, for our call options, right, and we are kind of like on a break even, right, on the stock as well. Right, so this is what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm going to take off this position because we are going to reset our portfolio on the 14th of April. Right now, so I'm going to close both the stocks, right, as well as the call option over here. Right now, so let's go ahead and do that. Oops. Now, so when I sell the stock, I can get about 57.83, right, for selling the stock, right, and buying back the $60 call option. All right, I would pay about 56 cents, right, to get that done. Yeah. All right, now, so let me try to go ahead and get that order placed. Okay, now, so we're going to take, okay, let's take 57.81 right now. Okay, and we'll pay about 55 cents for the call option. Okay, right now, so when that is done, right, you will have this outcome over here, right, 57.81 for the shares, right, 0.55, right, okay, for the call option. Right now, so that's going to pay us $54 in cash flow, right, for the call option after we close it today. All right, so we're going to close it today on the 1st of April, right, and then we close the stock position on the 1st of April as well, right, at 57.81. Right now, that's going to free up this capital from my portfolio, right, and 300 chips. Okay, now, so that's going to bring in a loss of about $657 on the stock. Okay, on the stock. Okay, but what I want you to see is this. Okay, on this, did I get it right? Oh, I'm taking a small loss on this trade, all right, because I didn't let this option expire. All right, now I know where's the problem. All right, that's okay. All right, now, so right now I took about $100 loss on this stock position. If we add up the portfolio puts, about 500, right, and the profit on the call option today about $50, right, so that adds up to about 561, right, 561, right, so we lost 657 on the stock. So in this trade position, I've lost about $100, right? Now that's fine. Yeah, all right. Since I've already closed the position, that's fine. All right. So let's put this down as our one loser over here. Okay. All right. Now, so this is the one losing trade that we took. All right, because I'm trying to clean out the portfolio. All right. That's all okay. All right. Now let's go to our Facebook position next. All right. We have a Facebook 20th of May. $230 put for $18.59. All right, let's look at where it is right now. All right, Facebook. $230 puts for May. There we are. All right, for $16.10. I should be able to close it for $16.10 today. I would close it. Let's go. All right, there's a profit. All right, so it allows me to reset the portfolio as well. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. All right, there you go. We're done. Right now, so we closed. All right, I bought back one of the call option for 230 put on Facebook. All right, and the price done was 1609. All right, so 1609, we're done. All right now, so we closed it for 1609, and we collected $250 in cash flow. Right, so that helped me make back the error in the earlier eBay trade that I took. Right, so I'm still profitable for the day after all. Sorry, I'm using the keyboards, so they have a home button or they have a lock button, so it's very easy to hit on that button. All right, my apologies. Right, so that's $250 profit. Right, we closed out another profitable position over here. All right, that's all good. Now let's go to WBA. All right, nothing to shout about. Right, we have a 45 put where we collected $1.60. Right, where is that? Definitely underwater. Right, it's down by another dollar today. $45 put, about 180. Right, so we are barely underwater actually. Right, we are almost profitable. Right, so I'm just gonna hang on to this, right, because there's 2 more weeks to expiry. Right, so we're gonna hang on to it and see if it turns profitable. All right, now let's go to our next one, EAT Brinker, a 14 April $35 put. All right, 14 April $35 put. All right, it's worth about 50 cents today. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we sold it for 195, so this is a good profit. All right, of about 3 weeks into the trade. All right, so let's close it over here for 55. Is it 50 or 55? All right, let's pay 50 cents, and you should be able to close it. If you can't, you can pay 55 as well. Right now, so this will make us $435 in cash flow. Not a good trade over here. Looks like we're cleaning out our portfolio today. All in time. Okay, now next position we have TSN. All right, so another winner. All right, now TSN, 20th of May, $85 put. All right, then we collected 310. Let's have a look. TSN. 20th of May, $85 put. It's worth about 180 today. All right, we got 310 for it, and it's only 1 week ago. Let's close it, everybody. All right, let's close it. 1 week, and I collected over 1/3 of the premiums. So I remember someone sent me an email, right, or left a comment last week. Terence, can you talk about your decision making of how you decide to close a trade before it expires? So in this case, all right, let's talk about this trade, okay? Now, when we did it last week, okay, when we did it a week ago, right, the May options has about 56 weeks to go right now. So can all of you tell me how many weeks to expiry there is? 8. Right. So when we started this trade, this option had 8 weeks before it expires. How much did we collect? We collected $3.10. So if we work it out in terms of time frame, right, every single week, right, we are looking to make about 38 cents, right, for the total amount. Okay, but now just a week after, I can close this trade by paying $1.80, which will give me a profit of about $1.30, right? $1.30. So now in 1 week, if I can make $1.30, right, versus the original target of 40 cents a week, is this a decision I should take? How about all of you? Will you close it or will you continue to keep this trade? All right, why don't you tell me by leaving a comment? Right, okay, now I would close it. All right, if it was me, I would choose to close it over here. Right, but Adrian, who says that you will keep it, right, now all I can say is this: you are not wrong as well. Right, now the reason why you're not wrong is this: there's still $1.80 on the table. Right, but Adrian, you must understand this: if you choose to keep this trade, that means for the remainder 7 weeks, right, all you're making now is 180, right? Because that's all that is left, right? When it expires worthless, right, there's only $1.80 more profits that you can make, right? Or I can close it today, right? Free up the 25,000, right, for this trade, right? Take my $1.30 profit and then find a next one, right? Can you see where I'm heading now? Yeah, okay, so that's the difference in which you can do over here, right? So I'm choosing to close this trade, right? Also with the simple objective and reason, right? Now, there is a reason for all my actions, right? I've said this many, many times before, right? And just like how I trade with all my students every single week now, right? Every time I initiate a trade, there must be reasons. Anytime I decide to manage a trade, there must be reasons. So why am I choosing to close? Simple. I said it earlier, right? From the 14th of April, we're going to take a different direction. So I have a profit right now, and there's 2 more weeks to go. And the profit is pretty good too, right? Doesn't it make a lot of sense for me to take it? It does, right? So we're going to close out another winning position over here, ladies and gentlemen, right? So we are coming close to 100 trades, right? And we just took one, our first loser today, actually by mistake, by error. Oh my goodness. All right, now that's okay. All right, but we are left with 1 and 2 very zone stock position. We are left with 2 open positions, right? With the last one here, we haven't talked about, right? And that means we have clocked out 97 winners, 97 winners over the last 15, 16 months, right? That's like a 97% accuracy, right, from the way we're succeeding right now. And we're not done, right? We're not done, right? Okay, now the next thing over here is this. Adrian, I apologize over here. I don't understand what you're saying, right? I think you're not understanding the logic, right? Because when I make this trade, when I sell this put option, right, I need to prepare, right, 300 shares of $85, right? That was the capital tied down to get this trade. So if I don't close this trade today, right, I still need the capital, which is $25,000, right? Because come option expiry, things may flip around. The stock may go back down, which means my buyer may actually force me to buy their shares. So that cash must be prepared, right, in a safe manner. Yeah, okay. Now, so your answer now, right, of the liquidity going down by 177, right, doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because that's just profits that we are choosing not to take. Yeah, okay. Yes, in a way, I'm taking $177 less in terms of profit. Okay, but I'm also closing the trade earlier. Yeah, okay, and freeing up $25,000 of the capital. So I can use it to take another trade after this if I want to. Yeah, okay. All right, now. So Sandra, all right, now for eBay, if you opt to hold on to the positions, you can. Okay, you can. But for my portfolio, it's already closed. All right. Okay. So for the moving forward, right, you won't see me talking about this position anymore. Okay. All right. Now, so let's go to our last one over here. All right. So our last position. All right. So I see a new question over here. Facebook user. Sorry, new question. All right. Why do you need to hold the shares in the first place? Number one, I didn't say that I need to hold the shares. We're selling put options. Right. But selling put options come with the potential obligation, right, to buy the stock. So what I'm saying is I'm preparing the cash to buy the stock, right, if anything goes wrong. Now this ensures that I will never run out of money. All right, so it's the same way as an insurance company that sells insurance policies every single day. If someone comes and makes a claim, if there is enough money to pay, the game can continue. Yeah, so in our case, if anybody makes us buy the stock, if I can pay for the stock, I can always hold on to the stock and wait for the prices to recover. Right. So that's why for every position, right, inside this Friday's portfolio, right, we set aside a full cash requirement. Yeah. Okay. So I also said that the alternative strategy name is called the cash secure puts. Yeah. Okay. I have all the cash ready, so I'll never run out of this money. Yeah. Now, so let's go, Facebook user. If you could go to streamyard.com, all right, and click on the blue button, all right, I'll be able to see who's leaving a comment. Yeah. All right. As of right now, you just appear as Facebook user. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, so our last position over here, AT&T. Let's go to that. All right. So we have the 14 April 23 puts. April 23 puts, right? So it's worth about 28 cents right now, right? So we don't really have a lot of profits to shout for. So I'm going to hold on to this trade position, right, for the next week. Right now, so we have 3 current open positions, right? Our VZ stock position, right, where we add a call option, right? Okay, a WBA position, right? Okay, a portfolio puts in, right, an AT&T position, right? I'm actually going to add one more trade on right now because this trade I'm going to add on is just a repeated trade, right? Plus, I'm going to sell the 14 April expiry, right? Why? Because it's something that I go to very often, right? And something that I'm sure, right, that the prices should hold, yeah? And I don't see a lot of downside, right, for the stock price as well, right? So I'm happy to generate a 2 weeks income over here. Right now, so the trade that I'm going back with, right, is actually Hymax. Right? Why? Because Hymax had to shoot up to 1150, right, and over the last few days it came back down. Right, so I'm going to take a position for the 1050 put option. Right, and it pays about 30 cents. That's good profit. That's good income over here. Yeah. All right, now so Hymax. All right, so April 14, 1050 put option. right? And since this is a cheap stock, all right, and we're gonna do a clean slate, all right, today I'm gonna sell 5, all right, put options on this. All right, we're done. Right now, I placed my order at 30 cents, right? But they actually got me at 33 cents. So it did me better, right? So I sold the Hymex 1050 puts. I sold 5 of them at 33 cents over here. All right now, so we generated about $150 cash flow today. All right, not too bad. I won't be complaining. 101.5 Hymex. It's $165 in cash flow, right? It only ties up $5,200 in capital, right? So my account is only used up by about 1/3 right now, right? So it's worth about 120,000. So I'm only utilizing about 42,000 right now. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this portfolio right now at this moment and potentially look to close more position, right, in our Friday next week, right? But at the same time, I'm also going to talk more about how I intend to use my portfolio capital to achieve, all right, the income target, all right, okay, because we are not going to just adopt the simple old approach of cash secure puts anymore. No, right? We're going to start using a little bit of leverage, all right? So there's a little bit of leverage we're going to use, but it's still going to be done in a safe manner. So how do I approach this to achieve my dollar target goal as well? All right, so join me next week, right, where I lay down the groundwork of our new direction starting the April 14th. Okay, right now. So it's quite a session today, right? I did took a little bit longer than normal, right? So I do hope you enjoyed the session by joining me today, right? Start getting your friends to join in on Friday live sessions next week, okay, everybody? Right? Remember to get them on board next week so they know the rules of how we're going to run this session coming forward. Now, so if any of you are looking towards joining a live trading mentorship program, right, together with me, right, you might be interested in joining one of our special introduction, right, where we talk about a 24-hour revenge daily trading combo strategy, right, something that I prepared for 2022, right, which includes a live trading experience, right, in this mentorship program, right, and we are running a final session, right, to share with you about information, right, to this strategy. So if you'd like to find out more, right, the final session is happening on the 9th of April at 10 in the morning. Right now, you can get your hands on one of the slots, okay, by emailing, right, my team right now. Okay, so I don't have the registration link on hand, right? So the best way for you to find out details is to send an email, right, to my team as you see it in the banner. Yeah. Okay. Now, so I won't be talking too much about it. I'll share more during the session itself. Right. For today, right, I bring this session to a close over here. I hope you enjoyed the session together with me as per normal. Right. If you can do so before you leave, hit the like buttons, hit the share buttons, right, so that you can reach out to your friends and tell them, right, why they should be coming back together with you into the Facebook Live come next week. All right. So this is I'm Possible Investor Terence. All right. I'll see you next Friday, everybody. All right. Bye for now. Have a great weekend.